Morning class. My name is Wakwal Ahmad from the Department of Applied Computing and IT. This morning we are learning on software, the computer software, and the following the learning objectives. By the end of this session, you'll be required to define a computer software, number 2, types of software, number 3, categories of software, number 4, commercial versus open source software, and finally, factors to consider when choosing a software. What do we mean by a software? It refers to all the programs and data a computer uses to perform and accomplish tasks the end user desires. I repeat, it refers to all of the programs and the data the computer uses to perform and accomplish a task the end user desires. Software is kept on some hardware device such as a hard disk or floppy disk, but itself is intangible. Computers cannot function without a software, since it is a software that controls and monitors the activities of an information system. Why do we study computer software? ICT and computer software in particular is a part of a key investment for many business organizations. Software is an important part of any business asset and requires proper choice so that it matches an organizational business needs. Organizations also require software to fulfill routine business needs, as it constitutes a large budget of any business organization. We study computer software because it handles the input, processing, output, storage, and the controls activities of information system. Software can be used to support a new corporate initiative, to create new products and services based on IT. Information systems depend on software resources to help end users use computer hardware to transform data into information products. What are the types of software? We have system software versus application software. System software comprises of the control hardware or controls hardware, lays platform for software to run on. Application software solves user problems and also apply to real-world tasks. System software is a program that controls and supports the operations of a computer system as it performs various information processing tasks. There are 2 major functions category of system for software, namely system management programs and system development programs. Application software. Application software is a program designed to meet a generic set of business requirements that will suit a very large number of business customers. Application software includes a variety of programs that consists of general purpose and application-specific software. Categories of computer software. We have application software and system software. So under application software, there is general purpose program, there is application specific program, that is falls under application software. I repeat, computer software has 2 said we have application software and systems software. So under application software, we have general purpose program, and then we also have application-specific programs. Under system software, there is system management programs and system development programs. I repeat, a computer software has two functions. One, application software, which includes general purpose program and application-specific programs. So under system software, we have system management programs and system development programs. User interaction with hardware and software. User interface is a function of the operating system that allows individuals to access and command the computer. Command line interface, that is CLI, user interface that requires text commands to be given to the computer to perform basic activities, e.g. Unix and DOS. Graphic user interface, that is GUI. User interface that uses pictures, icons, and menus displayed on the screen to send commands to the computer, e.g. Windows and the rest. Computer software. Functions of categories of computer of system software. The two major functional categories of system software are: one, system management programs and system development programs. System management programs controls and coordinates the operations of various components and peripheral devices of a computer system, e.g. Operating systems, database management systems, network management programs, system utilities, application servers, and performance and security monitors. Number two, system development programs is a program used to help users to develop and build new application programs or specific information system applications. Major examples including programming language and translators, programming editors and tools, and computer-aided software engineering packages. System management programs means these are operating systems, database management systems, network management programs, system utilities, application servers, performance monitors, and security monitors. Those are the examples of system management programs. Operating systems. The operating system is a system of programs that manages the operations of CPU, controls the input, output, and storage resources and activities of the computer system, and provides various support services such as scheduling, system accounting, debugging, etc., as the computer executes the application programs of end users. That is a program that manages a computer hardware. Basic functions of operating systems. It has various functions. One is resource management. Two is task management. Three is file management. Four is utilities and other functions. So those are the core functions of operating systems. I repeat, it helps in resource management. Number two, task management. Number three, file management. Number four, utilities and other functions. Functions of operating systems. The user interface is the part of the operating system that allows users to communicate with the computer. Through the interface, the end user has access to the resources such as resource management, file management, and task management utilities. Functions of operating system contained: efficient resource management. It manages the computer memory, for example, memory allocation and loading of programs on the hard disk. File management, for example, maintenance of file for proper storage, opening and closing of files, checking on the file labels, etc. Then number 3, task management. It checks whether the hardware, including peripheral services such as printers, is functioning properly. Utilities and support services such as error detection and reporting, for example, display of a message on a screen if a fault is detected within the hardware component. Security. Controlling system security, for example, monitoring the use of passwords. Number 3, initial startup of the computer. When it is switched on, this is achieved by boot program, which is inbuilt in the ROM. Then managing multitasking. Common types of operating systems. We have Windows family operating systems. We have Unix family of operating systems. We have also Macintosh operating systems. Windows family operating system. The most common type is the Microsoft suite of operating systems. They include from most recent to the oldest as follows: Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP Professional Edition, Windows XP Home Edition, Windows 2000, Windows ME, Windows 98, Windows NT, Windows 95, and Windows DOS. Unix family of operating systems. Unix family has been developed by a whole history of individuals, corporations, and collaborations. It is a multitasking and multi-user system, network managed operating system whose portability allows it to run on mainframes, mid-range computers, and microcomputers. It can be difficult to learn. Unix must normally run a computer made by the same company that produces the same software, because they know the features of that computer. Macintosh operating system. This is the latest operating system from Apple for iMac and other Macintosh microcomputers based on Unix as advanced multitasking and multimedia capabilities, along with a new suite of internet service called iTools or Internet Tools. The greatest problem with this operating system lies in the fact that not as many application programs are written for them. Another drawback is that the system can only be run on Apple-produced hardware, utilities, or service programs. This is a program which performs a routine function that may be required by a number of programs. It handles very specific tasks, and the operating system contains quite a number of utilities for managing disk drives, printers, and other devices. Help to analyze, configure, optimize, or maintain a computer. Provide a range of tools that support the operations and management of a computer system, e.g. monitor system, performance, sorts for data sorting, etc. e.g. text editors, sort utilities, file copy utilities, file management utilities, tracing and debugging, rename utilities. Others include utilities like delete, send, compare, linker, loader, merge screensavers, and virus utilities, system profilers, and monitors, backup software, etc. What are the capabilities of operating systems? It is multi-user, number 2, multi-processing, number 3, multitasking, number 4, multi-programming, number 5, multi-threading, number 6, time sharing, and real time. Multi-programming and multitasking is the ability to execute multi-user program concurrently through a sharing of the computer resources. The multi-programming operating system takes advantage of this fact by allowing another program to use the CPU when it could otherwise be idle. Multitasking. Whereas multitasking is a task management approach that allows the user to run 2 or more programs at the same time. Thus, a user may be updating a spreadsheet while spell checking a document using a word processor. Multi-user is an operating system that allows for multiple users to use the same computer at the same time and at different times. Examples: Linux, Unix, Windows 2003. Multiprocessing is an operating system capable of supporting and utilizing more than one computer processor. It is therefore operating system capability that links together 2 or more CPUs to work in parallel in a single computer system. Examples: Linux, Unix, Windows 2003. Multi-threading is an operating system that allows different parts of a software to run concurrently. It allows to exist within the context of a single process, shares the process's resources, but are able to execute independently. It is the information needed to serve one individual user or a particular service request. Time sharing and real time. Is an operating system where a processor's time is shared among multiple users. Multiple users simultaneously access the system through terminals using multi-programming to handle multiple interactive jobs. It is also that responds to an input instantly. They are used to control machinery, scientific instruments, medical imaging systems, and industrial systems. Real-time operating systems can respond to input instant. Has very little user interface capability and no end user utilities, since the system will be will be a sealed box when delivered for use. System development programs. Major examples of development include program languages and translators, program editors and tools, computer-aided software engineering packages. Program languages are referred to the languages in which a computer program are written, and programming languages has its own unique vocabulary, grammar, and uses. A program language allows a computer or an user to develop the set of instructions that constitutes a computer program. Procedural languages, that languages that specifies a series of well-structured steps and procedures within its programming context to compose a program. It contains a systematic order of statements, functions, and commands to complete a computerized task or program. It also as imperative language specifies all the steps that the computer must take to reach a desired state or output. Problem-oriented languages were designed to solve specific programs, e.g., querying databases, allow the programs to concentrate more on the problems rather than spending time learning the complex syntax of the languages of the language. Used for specific applications as described below, query language and application generators. Language translator programs. In order for the source code to be executed by a computer, it must be translated into fundamental machine instructions. Programming language translators are actually programs that translate other programs into machine language instructions codes that computers can execute. Major type of language translators programs include assemblers, compilers, and interpreters. Computer software, application software. Application software, these are general purposes, commercial off the shelf. These are the just general purpose. This is a software that involves programs that support end users in any area of the organization in performing common information processing activities from all application areas, e.g., word processing programs, desktop publishing, electronic spreadsheet, and database management programs, graphic programs, web browsers, electronic mails, and instant messaging, groupware, etc. Cutsoft. Cutsoft is a generalized solution to an application area offered for sale by a software vendor. The software is developed with the intention of selling the software in multiple copies, and can be marked and licensed through the world. They are designed basically to suit extremely a large customer base. Advantages: quality. The software package is a proven product that has undergone testing time. It can be purchased and implemented almost immediately. There is no requirements for design, programming, unit, and system testing. Number 3, high quality documentation and training available for inspection. Number 4, maintenance and enhancement provided at a fixed price under an agreement. They are generally cheaper to buy than bespoke packages and are to follow. They are likely to be available almost immediately for use. The system bugs should have been discovered by other users and eliminated. New updates versions of the software are likely to be available on a regular basis within built user friendliness. The experience of a greater number of users with similar needs to those in the organizations are incorporated into the design of the package. What are the disadvantages of cutoffs? Failure to completely fit requirements as they are generalized. 2, most software packages do not fulfill all the user requirements defined for a particular application. Number 3, there are there is a risk that they may go out of business or experience financial problems that affect the quality of their support and development services. Number 3, 4, inability to generate a competitive edge because the package is almost available to competitors. And finally, ownership is retained by the supplier. So there's no need, when the ownership is retained by supplier, there's no need, if there are challenges, it is the supplier to give you information. And yet you may need some information which is very important, but the supplier has conditions which can give you that information. So it becomes a very big challenge. Legal redress is virtually impossible because of the license agreement. Another one is the organization is dependent upon an outside supplier for the maintenance of the software. That means if the software is off, it is an extra cost for you to get into the contact of the supplier, and in that case, you may not know at what time then it can be available. It can be time wasting. It can be costly, and also it may be out of reach with you with the supplier. So it is very, very important. Many software suppliers are larger than most of the customers and therefore difficult to influence. Different packages used by the organizations may have incompatible data structure. So incompatibility is very important. If they are not compatible, so it takes time. By the time you go to the supplier, you need the services of the system, and the system is incompatible with the existing system, so it becomes a very big problem for you to adjust to those changes. Application-specific software. A program dedicated to a very specific function within a knowledge area that needs specific business needs of the users. Example includes business enterprise application software such as ERP, CRM, SCM, etc., and other specific transactions. This example includes ERP, the enterprise resource planning, customer resource management, and the restaurant, and other specific transaction processing system. In the categories of accounting, inventory management, sales management, generating market plans, and electronic commerce, and so forth. Bespoke software. These are programs constructed by programmers to meet the specific needs of the particular organization or a single customer as defined in the specification. They are developed within an organization. In this way, the customer can obtain exactly the system that they need. Small business rarely commission spoken applications because they are within the organization themselves. An advantage of this is that they precisely fit the organizational information system or specific requirements, just because since they are within the internally generated, they are able to generate information system can be generated within that system. The organization has a complete discretion over data, structure, and ownership of the program, because since it is owned by the same system, information management is very key. Management can manage the information and the structures of the company. And not only that, skills involvement internally can be generated within the system, and they can manage how to handle the data and other structures. The system can be integrated within other applications within the organization. Yes, it can be compatible within the system. The organization may have different departments, different directorates, so it can fit within this and run concurrently with other systems. It can be compatible with other systems in place. The system can be modified to fit changing needs. Yeah, as the organization changes its structures, changes its management, changes its operations and policies, SOPs, it can help management to make decisions, and it can modify fine-tune their product, their systems, to fit within the needs of that organization. It is a source of competitive advantage, as competitors may not easily adapt to that particular software. Yes, because in this case, since it is within the system, unless if somebody within the management, within the organization, takes it to another competitor, but if it is within the management, it is properly managed. There's no way a computer can come and use the same information to outcompete the existing organization. Disadvantages: bespoke applications. Development takes a long time, which delays the delivery and implementation of the systems. Yeah, since it is based on within the organization, there is no innovation. It is within the same group. It is confined within the same group. So it takes time for other people to come with fresh information, because the management is worried of the other outside or external personnel who could come and have access to information. So it becomes a very big problem for development, because it is within the same circle of management. They are costed to develop and test. In this case, since it is within the same context, and since there's a fear of having an outside person, it is very costly, because it involves people who are very independent to test the system. Support of a spoken system is expensive, as the organization has to bear all the costs, because it is dependent on one group, one entity. So it is very expensive, since there's no any other external support. Acquiring computer software product qualities to consider correctness. Of course, you must consider its correctness. Is it thorough? Can it have? Can it achieve the tangible goals of the organization? Reliable? Is it reliable? Can it achieve? Can it help? Can it help in holding some tasks that are used by the organizations? Performance, user-friendly, is it okay? Can it affect? Is it very complicated that needs a lot of skills? Is it how about maintenance? Is it okay? Can it? What is its lifespan? Or supposing it is spoiled, can it be properly arranged or repaired? Is it portable? Can you understand the context of the system, and is it within the timelines of the operations? Factors to consider when selecting a software package. One factor is user requirements. What are the requirements of the user? For instance, if you have other requirements that help you to achieve your goal and organization, is that system software enough for you to fit into your requirements? Costs, is it within your financial envelope? Can it be affordable, relying on your final resources? Interface or designing, easy to use. Can it be easy to use? Does it need a lot of skills? Does it need a lot of experts to be hired to come and repair it? Or it is user friendly? Or it can be simple for you to use internally managed resource to have to use it? Can it be controlled? Is it controlled? Can it be updated to new approaches in line with your requirements? If you want to modify other systems, can it be updated within, or can it be compatible to other systems in place within the organizations? Can it be maintained when it gets spoiled? Some minor repairs, can you repair it, or can existing force within the organization have access to repairing it in case there's a breakdown? Does it have user manuals for references in case there's a breakdown, in case there's a problem, or to refine it or to modify some other packages within? Can you have the manuals that can help in reference? Market confidence. Are you able to use the system? Has it been researched? Have you benchmarked with other companies to ensure that the system has the capability to achieve your goals, organizational goals? What are its technical requirements? Are they specified such that in case there's any fault, you are able to meet those requirements? Major strategies in the market, proprietors and open source software. Other strategies are freeware, shareware, lightware, and public domain. Software licenses. A legal contract between a software application author or publisher and the user of the software. The license, when you apply, when you acquire a software, there must be a legal contract between you and the company that legal license will assist, or contract will assist in case of any problem in the future. You are able to refer back to the company depending on the terms and conditions which are specified in the legal process. A user agree to pay for the privileges of using the software and promises the software authors or publishers to comply with the instructions stated in the license. All those terms and conditions, the privileges enjoyed, all the other issues that are related to legal terms are embedded into the license. Volume licenses allow installation by more than one user or more than one computer for a single copy of the application. Software for what groups? Group where a collaboration with software, we have, let's say, a group of people share information or track information together. Data being used is located in central database. Data can be accessed and operated by anyone in the project group. So in this group, this is a group that is designed to share information. These groups work within the same group. They can be with the same group in handling the software. They may be technical personnel, they may be administrators, but they share information in terms of performance, in terms of coordination, and in terms of the execution of their operations using the software. So they have a centralized database which gets information. It has a backup system that can help should there be a problem in the system, and the backup information can be generated to beef up the operations of the organization. And that can be accessed by and updated by anyone within the group. Since they have the same group, have the same password, the conditions are set, so this system the software for groups can help, work for groups can help people to, within the same society, having the same conditions of work, having the same policies, methods of operations, and they can occupy and use the same group software jointly, and they are accountable for anything that happens on the software, since they have the same collaborative, they cooperate in the same society and the same group to achieve the organizational goals and objectives using the software that is being given. These are my references. For reference, you can go. This is started to read ICT in business texts, 2012 edition by Musa Moya and Sonny Nyeko and ICT Revision Kids. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being good students. Thank you.